everyone, I'm Bettina Jakes, a naturopath, nutritionist and herbalist and mum of two girls. I live and work on a coffee farm in far north Queensland, surrounded by 85,000 coffee trees. I love when we're roasting and get to smell the beautiful caramel flavours in the air. Real Talk is about me sharing honest truth and my wellness stories in the hope you can relate and perhaps find comfort. But most importantly, where you can find clear takeaways and simple steps that are going to help support you and your hormones with your gut health and fertility. So my daughter told me this morning about a dream she had last night, and I want to share it with you because it showed me something about belonging and the feelings we can have when we're in burnout. And I must admit, I wasn't even really aware that this is what was happening until I've thought about it. So in her dream, I was in the ocean swimming and there was a shark coming after me. She said I was jumping up and down in the water trying to get away from it. And eventually I did manage to get back to the boat where her and her dad were waiting for me. But here's the part that really got me. Was she said that instead of jumping back into the boat, I wouldn't hop back into the boat. She was looking at me strangely as she was retelling it, like, why, Mum? Even when the danger had passed, even when my family was right there, why didn't I hop back in? And when she told me the dream, my feelings inside me kind of had a sinking feeling. It made me feel sad, maybe even a bit rejected, like maybe the dream meant that I didn't belong with them or that I wasn't fully with them emotionally somehow. It touched something tender, that part of me that sometimes feels like I'm juggling so much that I'm not as present as I want to be. And honestly, it brought up that familiar fear of not being good enough. And so I sat with it for a little longer and I realized something incredibly powerful. My daughter was picking up on my stress. She was sensing in a symbolic way the emotional load I've been carrying lately. So these last few weeks, I've been planning for our overseas holiday. We've had a final push to our house build. And of course, there's always the pressure of me consistently showing up for my clients and for my business. So it's that constant go, 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 and doesn't allow us to switch off. And children often dream emotionally, not literally. So that helped me with this interpretation. So I'm an empath and I feel things deeply. And often I absorb the emotions around me without even realizing it. And my eldest daughter has that trait too. I noticed that when she was about 3 years old. She feels me, she feels the household, and she feels the shifts. So of course she dreamed it. She's reflecting what she senses. That mum is paddling hard, doing everything she can, but maybe she's not giving herself permission to rest. I'm not giving myself permission to rest. I'm not letting myself climb back onto the safe boat. And so that dream has taught me something powerful. It has helped me to change the way I'm feeling today. Because burnout isn't just about exhaustion, it's about feeling like you don't fully belong somewhere. Like not just in the water or you're not quite able to be on the boat. It's that weird in-between feeling where you're surrounded by people you love, but your nervous system still whispers, am I safe? Am I doing enough? Do I belong? And can I rest yet? Belonging isn't something you earn, it's something you allow. Sometimes when I'm stressed or overwhelmed, I can feel on the outside of my own family, like I'm mentally somewhere else, floating just out of reach. And it's a kind of a feeling I get in my belly, an uncomfortable feeling. But the truth is, I belong on that boat. My kids want me there, my husband wants me there, and really I have to let myself climb back in to safety. And so if you've ever felt like that, like you're doing everything you can to keep going, but you still feel separate or tired or not enough, I want you to know that you're not broken, you're not being dramatic, and you're not failing. You're probably just unsure of outcomes out of your control at the moment. Your system is likely tired, your heart is tired, and guess what? Your hormone queen, cortisol, is working hard. And sometimes it can take a child's dream to remind us that the support we need is already there. We just have to let ourselves climb back into the boat. So today I'm going to remind myself, and maybe you need that reminder too. You're allowed to stop paddling, you're allowed to rest, and you're allowed to belong. And guess what? You're allowed to climb back into that boat to safety. And so if this resonates with you, I'd love it if you could please leave a comment and let me know what signs that you get when your system is nudging you towards rest. I know something else that has come up for me this week is my appetite has reduced. So this is a time for me to make sure that I am being more conscious of the food that I eat, even though my desire is to choose easy, convenient foods while I'm not hungry. I need to choose smaller meals that are nutrient dense so that my digestion can still stay well. And thank you for listening, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.